Yes,
Oh, God.
the snow is deep.
Oh, God, I don't want to die. I don't want to die here.
Sometimes the world is black and tears run from your eyes, and maybe we'll all get really sick, and maybe we'll all die. So let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend. We can name him Tom. We can name him George. We can make him tall, or we can make him not so tall. Snowman. He'll have a happy face, a happy smile, a happy point of view. If you build me a snowman, then I'll build one for you. So let's build a snowman. We can make him our best friend. We can name him Bob, or we can name him Beowulf. We can make him tall, or we can make him not so tall. Snowman. Hey! Smile, a happy point of view. You put me
These fuckers gone completely nuts.
For you. Snowman, snowman, snowman.
Hey everybody, welcome to a very special bonus episode of Friends Talking Nerdy. This is Tim Jousma, and with me I've got...
Kim The Geek.
Kim The Geek. As you can tell, she sounds really excited. We just got done eating lasagna and watching a very special movie. What movie did we watch?
We watched Cannibal The Musical because I lost.
The Battle For State Supremacy. Yeah.
I lost. And I just lost the last, 90 some odd minutes of my life.
Oh, come on. It was a good movie.
I guess.
All right. Cannibal the Musical, for people that don't know, is Trey Parker and Matt Stone's very first movie. They made the movie just out of college.
And Trey Parker and Matt Stone are the creators of South Park, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people that listen to this show would, be aware of that.
But just in case, now you know.
The more you know.
Trey Parker is also known for doing the Book of Mormon.
Yep.
Which is a very successful Broadway musical.
Yep, and also South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, a musical there.
Yes.
So they have a history with that, but this is their very first movie.
You can tell. You can tell it's their very first movie.
Oh, they admit it. They're the first to admit it. But
yeah.
The movie was picked up by Troma Studios, the company that is behind such classics as The Toxic Avenger, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, Tromeo and Juliet, movies like that. But after seeing it for the first time, what are your thoughts?
It has its moments that I find were really funny. There were a couple of songs that I really enjoyed. But, I'm only going to see it once. I probably won't see it again. Although I might listen to a soundtrack.
There is a soundtrack on Spotify.
I might listen to the soundtrack again because I thought some of the songs were really, really good in terms of musical. Because, the thing is I like musicals like Avenue Q. Which, if you don't know what Avenue Q is, it's basically Twisted Muppets.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I've heard a couple of things from it, but...
Yeah, I really like the soundtrack to that one, and it's fun. It's a fun musical to watch. I got to see it live.
Yep.
And it was fun.
What would you say is your favorite song in the movie?
Probably, I can't remember exactly how it goes. I've only seen the movie once now. It's probably the one where the guy was... basically talking about his penis, and
That's All I'm Asking For.
Yeah, That's All I'm Asking For. That one was really fun, and the Snowman song was really fun too.
Oh, that right there is the price of admission for the movie. Let's Build a Snowman.
That's pre-Frozen too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they got that idea from
a lot more blood and guts compared to
Disney.
Yeah. My favorite, When I Was on Top of You.
Oh yes, you like the song. about the guy's love affair with his horse.
Yeah. Now, for folks that don't know, the story is about the very first convicted cannibal in, I believe, American history. I know in Colorado, but I believe it's American history as well, by the name of Alfred Packer. And the surprising thing is that apart from some of the, like the Japanese Indians, for instance, some of the sight gags, a lot of the story was actually pretty darn accurate.
So it really was based on a true story? I didn't mean to say that, but I thought they were being goofy.
No, they were definitely telling the truth. The school they went to in Colorado, the college, like one of the cafeterias was called the Alfred Packer Hall, and they would have contests every year to where people would eat raw meat and stuff like that. The courthouse,
oh my goodness.
The courthouse at the beginning of the film, where you see Alfred Packer on trial, was the actual courthouse where the real Alfred Packer was tried.
Huh. Well, okay then. That's a very obscure part of Colorado history that they just decided to latch onto, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, every part of the country, every part of the world has local legends.
That's true.
And that's one reason why when the movie was purchased and distributed by Troma Studios, they changed the name from Alfred Packer the Musical to Cannibal the Musical, because Lloyd Kaufman was aware that people outside of Colorado would not know who Alfred Packer was.
Yeah, and plus you see the word cannibal, and you just, it's one of those. It basically, it attracts attention.
It does,
because nobody would expect a musical about a cannibal.
No. One more thing too, Shpadoinkle. The opening song Shpadoinkle. They actually. The at the end of South Park, their little production company with the plane flying by.
Yeah.
At the very end, takes the opening few notes of Shpadoinkle.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for me, it's goofy as hell. I will be the first to admit that.
Yeah, it's very goofy, definitely.
Yeah, it's not, as we were discussing before we started it up, it's not going to be something that you can put on repeat over and over again. Like Empire Strikes Back, you can watch that on repeat and still enjoy it. This right here, you have to be in the mood now.
Yeah, and I don't know if I was in the mood. But honestly, I giggled. I enjoyed some of the songs. I'm full of pasta right now. Life's not too bad at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I thought too it'd be funny to go with lasagna, with red and having the noodles kind of look like skin and whatnot.
Okay.
So kind of a theme.
You're so strange sometimes, Tim. But yeah, I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay, that's something we've got in the freezer. May as well warm it up and eat it.
True. I mean, but what am I gonna do? Like, recommend something we barely eat? I mean,
yeah, I know.
But yeah. Anyway,
you can't go wrong with lasagna in general, though.
You really
can't. Noodles and sauce and cheese and some meat.
Yeah, toss up. It would have been nice if there was a little bit more meat in there. I mean, that's the benefit of like homemade lasagna.
Yeah, that's true.
That you can, toss in like
well,
whatever.
I know how to make lasagna. It's just much easier to go to the store and buy one of the frozen ones.
That's what I was going to say too. I know how to make it too. I go to the store, go to Safeway, buy it in the frozen food section, and pop it in the oven, and hey, everybody
rather than
wins.
like cooking the noodles and making the sauce and making the layers. And
that takes time.
It does take time. It's really much better that way, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it is much better that way, but that requires effort.
Yep. And I know you worked all day, and I was not in the mood to cook, and it's just so much easier just to grab it and throw it in the oven.
Oh, that's the beauty of
first world problems, right?
Yeah,
we got some first world problems
up in here, but yeah, it's I don't know. I liked too how the whole point of the story when Trey wrote it, one, he wanted to tell the story in a goofy way, but two, it ended up being a little cathartic for him, because the the horse, he has a horse at the beginning of the film, and then the horse ends up leaving him for some trappers.
Yep.
The horse is named Leanne, and folks that are South Park fans would be very familiar with that name because Cartman's mom is named Leanne.
Yep.
And apparently, what happened in real life, Trey was engaged to a woman named Leanne who cheated on him. And so what he did...
So he turned Leanne into a horse.
And into Cartman's mom.
Okay.
Doing German Scheisse videos in a movie.
That's pretty perverse, actually.
Well,
that speaks to, like, how much in America we need free mental health care so that you're not, like, taking out all your issues on a general audience and, like, naming horses and Scheisse video mothers after your ex-girlfriend.
Well, but still, I think what he did was actually pretty darn healthy. Being able to getting his emotions out in an artistic way instead of...
but then telling everybody that it's based on an ex-girlfriend.
Apparently, I guess they're on good terms. Funny enough, the choreography in the end part of the film with the hang the bastard, hang him high, the choreography was done by his ex-girlfriend, Leanne.
Wow.
So
wow. She's a much better woman than I. I probably would have been like, yeah, you can do your own movie on your own, buddy.
Well, there's that, and there's on the DVD of Cannibal the Musical, the director's commentary is Trey, Matt, and some of the cast members getting drunk and then talking about it. You can actually find the commentary on YouTube, but there's one point where he's like, yeah, Leanne left me for a guy who's an assistant manager at Shoney's, and now I got $7 million. Who's the smart one now, huh?
Okay.
But...
Well, hopefully she got paid for her work, too. Maybe she gets royalties.
I believe she did. And again, I applaud anybody that is able to take a personal trauma crisis like that and go through those feelings in an artistic way and just not be a bitter old bastard,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is good to get your feelings out. Most people don't, like, broadcast their breakups like that, and then their ex-girlfriend's, like, willing to help. That's just, wow. Well, she's a better woman than I, just like I said.
Oh, no, you did. I mean, and who knows what their relationship was like, and if they ended up making up, and becoming friends, great.
That's true. That's a healthy thing to do.
They're better people that way. But would you show this movie to anybody?
Not anybody who's like, no children. I wouldn't show it to children.
I've actually shown a couple of songs to my kids.
Well, that's why you're a parent. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think I would, but that's just me.
I played Let's Build a Snowman, and
Well, that one's mild. At least you didn't play the song where they're singing about their dicks, unless you did.
Which one was that?
Well, the one where the little guy is like all, but I wanted to get laid, and you said it before.
That's all I'm asking for?
Yeah.
Well, that was just his character. There was one character...
I just assumed all of them were talking about their dicks, because that's generally what a lot of guys like to do.
No, only one character was singing about his dick.
Probably only one character was singing about his dick at the moment. But
yeah, the other character, one sang about wanting to open up a church. Another one sang about wanting to become a butcher.
But in the end, that all ends up being a goal with regards to their dicks. They want a church to get a lady for their dick. They want a store to get a lady for their dick. It's all about dicks, really.
What?
I'm blowing Tim's mind here.
Fuck?
That's my theory. The movie's about dicks.
What? Yeah, and there's a...
It's the pasta.
Imagine... Well,
blaming the pasta.
Well, there was a ballet scene.
Madness.
There was a ballet scene, like, near the end of the movie, which apparently was lifted from... It was a parody of a similar scene in the movie Oklahoma.
Yeah, the dream sequence there.
Yeah, maybe they could have had, like, dancing dicks in there, I mean...
Sure. They were already wearing tights to show off their dicks.
Yeah. Well, I think Trey Parker had his stuffed as well.
Probably.
But still, I mean, dicks. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
You better be. I mean, God. I mean, I don't think most guys are that. Well, most guys probably are, but still, come on. The fuck?
I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, well, next time we have a Battle for State Supremacy, next time try and win, and then we can watch the movie.
Oh, that's a low blow. You say it's not about dicks. You just kicked me in the dick. That comment. I don't even have a dick to kick.
Well,
no dick to kick.
I will feel apologetic with my championship, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Then.
In the next round.
Yeah, we gotta draw those states at some point and get that going again.
Yeah, we're gonna like we mentioned before on the Battle for State Supremacy episode. We're gonna as long as the show's still in the air, every few months, gonna have another Battle for State Supremacy, and then just kind of pull some names out of the hat and be a little more, more random, more judicious with the picks. Because again, the Battle for State Supremacy, I really enjoyed the research aspect of it.
Yeah, it was interesting. So, we'll just write the remainder of the states on like slips of paper or something. We'll throw them in a hat. Literally, we can throw them in your hat and draw some out and see what happens.
I want to ask one thing of the audience though, and that's the next time we have Battle for State Supremacy. Let me win. I don't want to. There's going to be retribution for this. There's going to be retribution.
There won't be retribution.
There will be retribution.
No, I won't pick anything too terrible.
She's twirling a mustache. Come on.
Yeah, I'm twirling my what mustache? I don't have one.
But yeah, just let me win. I want to choose another movie. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna
how about you let me win so I can choose a movie just for fairsies?
You didn't let me win. I mean,
that's true. I didn't. Yeah, but I cooked you dinner. All that cooking I did, all that slaving over a hot stove.
Do you realize how much effort it took to take the film off of that?
It took so much effort to turn the oven on and put it in the oven. Take it out of the box. Oh my god. I could have got a paper cut. I could have got
sepsis.
You can get sepsis from a paper cut if you're not careful. You can get sepsis from a lot of things.
Yeah.
Probably
from watching this movie.
I feel like I got sepsis in my gut right now, but that's probably just the lasagna.
Okay. All right, so on a 4-star scale, what would you give Cannibal the Musical?
4-star scale. I think about a 2.5.
Why is that? Because
the songs, some of the songs were pretty funny. I did like the songs. The cinematography, the film quality, not so great. The dialogue, it was... Yeah, it was amusing, but it wasn't like rip-roaring, pants-wetting funny.
Yeah, if you're going into this expecting a South Park level of writing quality, they were not there at this point.
Yeah, they weren't there. So
I mean, they were getting there, and you could see early signs of what they both would become.
Yeah, that's why I think about a 2.5 is about right.
Yeah,
it's not a 4. It's not really a 3, but it's not as bad as a 2 either. It's right about in the middle.
I would give it a 3. Myself, it's. I mean, if you gotta have a certain level of expectations coming into a movie like this.
Yeah, I didn't have very high expectations, but I think I was expecting just a little more, just a little.
What I mean, they had a ballet scene, they had choreography, they had singing. What else did you want? Fucking? I don't know.
No, better video quality, maybe. I don't know. I just wanted just a little more.
Okay. For me, I give it a 3. I mean, what really holds this up, over the years is the music, most of all. If you are a fan of what Trey Parker has done, either through South Park or, his other ventures where he's been able to showcase his musical talents, he's one hell of a songwriter.
He's a good songwriter.
And definitely knows, and definitely respects the genre of the musical. And just some of the songs, like Let's Build a Snowman, that's a classic.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
When I Was on Top of You. Love that one. Spadoinkle. Can't go wrong with Spadoinkle.
Yep.
It's
Sun is like a baked potato.
Yeah, the sky is blue and all the leaves are green. Our heart's as full as a... Anyway, definitely I recommend... if you like goofy, weird movies, this is it.
It was pretty goofy. It was pretty weird.
I mean, what...
And you don't mind some fake blood on the snow.
Yeah, I mean, well, most of surprisingly, a lot of the gorier scenes of the movie were done simply to entice Troma to distribute the film. Yeah, because, I mean, like the very opening of the movie, you essentially you don't realize it at first, but it's a lawyer's version of what he thinks Alfred Packer went through in court. And it's funny, Trey's line, but that's not the way it happened. He ripped that off from Star Trek. There's an episode of Star Trek where Captain Kirk is being accused of something, and then at a similar court setting, and then he goes, but that's not how it happened.
That was a pretty decent Shatner impersonation there.
Well, for me?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I've seen him in person once, so...
Oh, well, that just immediately means that you can do Shatner impersonations, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
She's taking her clothes off, folks. No. She's that impressed.
No, I think I'm going to put some more clothes on, actually.
Oh, God.
Yeah, give me some socks and a hat.
Where's your hat, you big-headed bitch?
Are you saying that about you or about me?
No, me,
Because I'm a big head, too.
Yeah, I've got a big head. I mean, it's like a parade float.
Oh, my God. Oh, my man, the parade float. Okay.
Yeah. Or it's like those old, I remember in the early 80s, they're like TV shows, like sports shows that would have like these caricatures of like their announcers, but the heads would be like super big and then the bodies would be really small.
You mean like a bobblehead?
Not a bobblehead. It was before I think bobbleheads were even made, but it was like the early 80s. Like if you watch sports, just like...
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, and I think there are like some bars that, have that, something like that too. But anyway, definitely check it out. And again, if you've seen any Troma movie, you're gonna get the vibe of what this movie has to offer. Now, compared to other Troma movies, there isn't any nudity. So,
there's a couple of butts.
A guy. Okay, there is one guy ass. So
I think there's a couple.
No, there's one.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You're counting.
How could I not? It's just like in your face.
It's not really in your face. It's not like...
No, it's a guy's ass. That's going to be in your face no matter what. You see, it's just like, no!
I'm not like that when I see a guy's ass.
Just like, you get a roll of quarters and want to throw bounce quarters on.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Come here. No, just, I don't want to see a guy's hairy, nasty ass.
It wasn't hairy.
You were looking, Tim? No.
It was just an ass.
Yeah. And his butt was showing too. So,
okay.
Anyway, yeah, so that's it. We wanted to give you a brief little update about what I put Kim through since I won the first Battle for State Supremacy.
Yeah.
We will be back again by the end of the week. I think probably Saturday. We'll release a new episode. I forgot to mention that my next musical choice is going to be Graceland from Paul Simon. That one, I'm going to start doing this, and I think Kim mentioned doing it too. We ran a little poll on our new Facebook group.
Yeah, he ran a little poll, and that's what won. So I'm going to make a poll at some point in the next 24 to 48 hours and see what you guys think I should make Tim listen to next.
Now, just remember, folks, don't make your decision based on what you listen to right now. Because if you listen to me right now, then you're probably going to be like, fuck that guy, I'll listen to whatever.
Well, it's going to be a couple of, the choices are going to be kind of not very related to each other.
Any sneak preview on what those choices will be?
No. Nope. I'll have to wait.
Come on.
No.
Please.
No.
Please. Please.
No.
Please.
No. They're going to challenge you, though.
Fuck. It's going to be a Morrissey album, isn't it?
No. I already made you listen to the Smiths.
That's my Morrissey impression.
That's a terrible Morrissey impression. He does not sound like that.
Yeah. Like that?
No.
That's from his third album.
Fuck you, Tim. I think we're done. I think we're done tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, I recommend watching Cannibal the Musical if you got unique taste.
Yeah, if you got unique taste and you got some time to kill, why not?
You either have an alcoholic drink, or if your state is legal where it's sold, have a little bit of the green, fire it up.
Sure, why not?
Watch the movie, or edibles. Pop an edible or two in, and just float away while you're watching Let's Build a Snowman. Or
Okay.
All right. With that, we will see you at the end of the week, folks. Goodbye.
Yep. Bye.
You really miss Leanne, don't you?
Boy, I'll say. I just can't believe she'd just take off like that.
Don't worry, Mr. Packer. There's plenty of horses in the world. You'll find another one.
Wouldn't want another one.
She'll never know what she meant to me. Whenever I was with her, I was always as gentle as I could be. And now I don't know why, but she's gone away. And I'll just have to stand on my own two legs. Your eyes, your smile made my little life worthwhile. There was nothing I couldn't do. When I was on top of you, I'd pull her hair, she'd know to stop. And when she looked behind her, I'd always be there. And now I don't know why, but she's gone. And all I can do is try to carry on. Your eyes, your smile made my little life worthwhile. The sky was a lot more blue when I was on top of you. When I was on top of you.
Fudge Packer.